The man smashed a glass bottle, sanded the bottom until it was smooth, then heated a plastic bottle over a fire to soften it, before fusing the two together to create a seal. A pair of crude but functional diving goggles was thus complete. He couldn't wait to dive into the sea, and in the next instant, the underwater world came into clear view. The man couldn't help but smile. He had finally found a way to survive. He went out to sea with a spear gun to catch fish, but on the seabed, he discovered a sunken ship. Turning the hull over, he saw a large hole in the bottom. It was completely unseaworthy. But the man didn't give up. He left his diving goggles and spear gun on the ship and, risking drowning, dragged the wreck toward the shore, trip after trip. When his strength gave out, he would surface to catch his breath. After several hours, he finally managed to drag the boat ashore. A cheating couple tried to step in to help, but he shouted them away. He didn't trust them at all. The man moved the boat to a secluded spot to repair it in secret. The next day, the hull actually floated to the surface. As long as there was no storm, they could use the boat to escape the deserted island. Seeing this, the young man grew frantic. He knew full well that once the tycoon returned to civilization, he would surely be killed. So he woke the woman, and while the tycoon was out fishing, they stole the boat together. By the time the tycoon realized what had happened, the small boat had already drifted far away. But something strange happened. The tycoon didn't give chase, sipping coconut juice at a leisurely pace. Before long, the boat began taking on water, and no matter how hard the two tried to plug the leaks, it was to no avail. Only then did they realize the truth. The boat had never been properly repaired to begin with. Its ability to float earlier had been nothing more than a deliberate charade. By then, the tycoon had already burned down their hut and was grilling fish, waiting for their return. A few hours later, the exhausted pair crawled ashore in a disheveled state, only to have a spear fly straight at them. The young man tried to flee, but his legs were already too weak. The spear sliced through the air and pierced his back. The woman was bound, weeping and pleading as she collapsed to the ground. In the end, the tycoon spared her life. The two rebuilt the hut and lived together on the island. 6 months passed, and a fishing boat appeared on the horizon. Overjoyed to the point of trembling, the woman was the first to run toward the boat. The crew rescued her, fed her bread, wrapped her in a blanket, and disguised her as a shipwreck survivor. Just then, the tycoon surfaced from the water. Spotting the fishing boat, he waved frantically for help, believing he was finally saved. The woman glanced back briefly, confirmed that the crew could not hear his cries, and her expression gradually relaxed. She pulled out the lighter, the only object the tycoon had relied on for survival, his last hope. As the fishing boat drifted away, the tycoon collapsed in the water, screaming in despair, a smile of complete relief spreading across her face.